Excitement in the air. It's the season opener for both these teams.
The wait is finally over for these fans. Both teams hoping to kick things off with a win, so I expect a lot of effort tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Clock is at 3. Nobody near Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, look, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a miss there on the triple. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Wembanyama. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Shoots over Lively. Mavericks with the rebound. This, of course, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Castle against Thompson. Will it go? And Davis pulls it down.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Castle. And it's Vassell in the corner. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And the 3 ball is good.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Here's Flag. Back to Irving. Dallas moving the ball around.
Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Rebound, San Antonio. 1:51 left in the first. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
Thompson outside. Outside Irving. Over Castle. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Vassell from the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. B.J. Washington comes in for Flag. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Kyrie Irving. San Antonio also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. That free throw, no good. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, John, thanks for the update. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And he nails the third. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Now, here's Washington. Davis with a screen on Vassell. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Here's Fox. They set the pick. And he drives in. Harper wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now, here's Fox. Shoots the three. No good on that one. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the court for San Antonio. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Harper, and it's Waters in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's Marshall. Scoreless thus far. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Gafford. Now Irving fires for 3. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 11.
This is Irving's mentality. He understands that he is out there to shoot and shoot often, especially off the catch.
Now here's Harper. To the left wing. Here's Sohan. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mavericks leading by 5. Outside Irving. Pass to Marshall. 3-pointer. That one, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 11. Here's Castle. And here's Harper from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Harper's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Here's Lively. He has yet to score. for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Irving. Castle covering. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got 13.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Pass to Washington. Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson, how he performed last season. Came in about 14 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. And Anthony Davis is checked in for P.J. Washington. Flag comes in for Marshall. And it's Russell in for Irving. Russell. Here's Davis. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Now here's Barnes. Fox kicks to Vassell. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Davis with the jam.
When the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
In the corner, Castle with it. Outside, Fox. Vassell outside. Johnson sets the screen for Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Dallas leading by 4. Thompson in the corner. Outside, Russell. Davis with a screen on Vassell. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. Johnson with it. Outside, Fox. No good on the 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans' half-court shot. From Lee. They're measuring up the shot. Almost met. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason, yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And the Spurs with possession. 4-point game. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. And it's Flagg in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Johnson. No scoring in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Doesn't go for him. Davis with some nice D. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And here is Fox, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Johnson outside. Irving against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. They double team Wembanyama. Count the basket. Wembanyama's got 9.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Irving against Johnson. Fox with the steal. It's stolen by Davis. Davis downhill. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Look, you always want to see your big man run the floor. There is no questioning Davis's effort on these plays.
The kick out to Fox. Pass to Johnson. Back to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Johnson can't get it to go.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Fox against Irving. Over Fox. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's a 9-point Dallas lead. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Barnes is checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Fox looking it over. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. San Antonio again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Washington finds Davis. On the wing, Irving. Headed by Fox. The shot by Thompson, no good. Spurs trail by 9. Johnson outside. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And Barnes sends it back. Johnson up top. He's covered by Thompson. Wembanyama against Lively. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Russell in for Kyrie Irving. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Keldon Johnson. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Guys?
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And the Spurs with possession after the Mavericks pick up 3. Harper with a screen on Russell. Barnes passes to Fox. Back to Barnes. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Russell finds Davis. Russell a screen on Barnes. Fox against Davis. Can't hit from 12. Spurs trail by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And here is Fox. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're doing the right thing on offense and we're doing the right thing on defense. Come on, stay with it.
And Jason Kidd happy with what he's seeing out there, just wants to keep seeing more of it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to put the teaching aside for a bit. Let your guys know, look, job well done.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio, in the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And there's Harper, then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Right side, Irving. Again, Irving missing. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Barnes can't get it to go. Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And stolen by Barnes. Harper up top. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. And here's Harper from the arc. That shot is off. Mavericks leading by 4. To the middle. From down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
And the first one at the line is good. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs trail by 6. Down low, here's Wembanyama. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Thompson passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops. And that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie, so lethal when he's feeling his best.
Castle against Gafford. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. For Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Davis comes in for Washington. And Flagg subbed in for Najee Marshall. The Spurs also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Barnes. And it's Fox in for Harper. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
Irving against Fox. Nice step back. Sweet move.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Irving.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Dallas, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Now Castle takes the 3. Doesn't get that one.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Now Irving. There's the drive. And that one drops.
When Kyrie is attacking, he is hard to contain because you know what? He can finish drives in any way possible.
Now here's Fox. Castle fires. Misses the 3. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now Irving. Here's Flagg. Lively sends a screen for Flagg. Puts up the 3. Rebounded by Vassell. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Trailing here by 8. Outside, Fox. Shot from 12. Sinks the big jumper.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Lively a screen on Fox. Thompson outside. Now Flagg. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Davis against Johnson. Lively. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediate.
Johnson outside, and Davis sends it back.
It's the length of Davis that...
Oh,
yes!
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. That one goes in. Here's Dallas. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. But once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.